Hey guys, just wanted to take you through some stability work. So when I show you the exercises, you can pause the video if you want to and then do 10 to 15 reps unless I state otherwise on each exercise. And this will be a stability focused session for your core, shoulders, sides, obliques, glutes, hamstrings. So all the areas that we need to focus to help you be stable on your bike and prevent injury. Also looking at that, preventing that rolling forward shoulder position. Okay, so grab your band, get something comfortable, and we'll get started. I need to get my band. Okay, so exercise 1, I'm going to do some side plank work for your obliques and your glutes. Okay, so all it is knee and hand coming up to a side plank position, pushing the hips forwards, squeeze this lower hip here. That's where it's targeting. Okay, so all you need to do is hold, or if you want to challenge it, you can bring the knee in and back, in and back, or up and down, up and down. Okay, so the important thing is that you push this forwards, squeeze the hip, okay, and try and get this tension here. If it's low like this, you're not really going to feel it. Okay, so keep it nice and high, and then you have control to focus it more by squeezing it. Cool, I'm just going to isolate some glute muscles here. So you're going to sit in this triangle position, lean forwards over this knee pressed down at the back, just lift that lift the back foot. You did this before. You guys are screaming a little bit, so you can do 10 there. 10, just lifting the hip, knee. So you see that first one I move, so try not to move at all. Okay, so you'll feel the difference like that. So this first one I could hardly feel it. When I reset here and focus on not moving my body, I can really feel it here in the hip. Okay, so that's what we're looking for, get those side glute muscles working. And funnily enough, I have felt it in my cycling really work. Not that I do much. Good, and then the last one here. So you'll do lifting the leg up, trying to keep the foot above the knee, bringing it forward and back. This is a real challenge because then your glutes are holding the weight of your leg. It's quite a challenge to keep that up. Okay, gone into cramp. So again, 10 reps of each, and try and do 2 to 3 sets. Okay, we've got your band now. Sorry for the towel behind the video, I didn't see that. Lie back, pull the band down against the hips so you're creating resistance for your bridge. Push the weight through the heel, hips as high as you can, and then you're getting the triceps as well as you press the band down. Very professional video with lighting as well. That's how I like to do it. One leg this time. So you can try and do 10 together just to get the positioning right, and then 10 on each side. Just really challenge and focus on each glute and hamstring. Okay, if you ever feel like it's coming into your lower back for the bridges, it could be because your feet are too far away. So tuck them closer to the hips, and then you should feel it a lot more in the glutes. Okay, feet together, knees out, press the heels together, lift the hips up and squeeze, and you'll get it again in the side glutes. And relax. Okay, so 10 to 15 of those. Superset with the frog bridges, I call them. Good job. Okay, so now Commandos, so we'll switch it to the arm. You can come onto your knees or your feet. When you do a commando, you want to take your time, make sure the hand comes directly under the shoulder, not here. Okay, see the difference? Down, down, up, up. I'd like 5 each side. So after 5, you can start with that side. Remember to push into the shoulders a little bit at the top. We don't want these sinking shoulders. You want to get these muscles behind the shoulder working as well. Okay. From there, we're going to do bird dog. So reaching forwards and reaching back with opposite arm, opposite leg. Really important here that we don't arch our back. We try and control it from the core. Okay, so opposite arm, opposite leg. arm should be about by the ear. Squeeze the bum, lengthen the leg. Bring the knee under the body, press into the knee. When I say this, for some reason, people just want to touch. Press, because then you get the obliques and the tummy working as well. Really, really good cross body tension. Strengthening. Okay, so you can do 5 on each side. Meanwhile, this shoulder is really, really working for stabilizing. Okay, so again, press into it, try not to sink. The way I would describe it is by screwing your hand into the ground. You'll feel how it just presses into the back of the shoulder girdle. Then that supporting arm is ready. These are better done slowly, like anything that's building control and strength and stability. Okay, so 5 each side, and then you can superset those with the bridges again. So we're doing plenty of bridges. Okay, so we've got some shoulder work again. 10 openers. Good, and then from the top, hands quite close together. See how I'm bending my arms as they come down. So I'm bending the elbows, but I'm also pulling out a little bit. You'll feel how this opens your chest and works the muscles behind the shoulder blades. Okay, so they get nice and open. Sorry, nice and strong. And the chest is open. Elbows in, and then this time, again, try and set the shoulders first, so you don't want to be there. Set the shoulders first. Elbows out. It's funny when you're making videos by yourself. No one to laugh at your jokes but you. Love it. Okay, good. Awesome. Now we've got our killer reach forwards. Okay, which if we do right, they are killer. A lot of people skimp on them like any of these kind of exercises. So I'll try and explain the best as possible. So kneeling on the one end of the band and the other end is about that long. So when you come into box position, tabletop, again, everything aligns. So hip above the knee, shoulder above the hand. Screw the supporting hand into the floor like I mentioned. Then this one is coming to the ear, and then hold. You hold it because then that's actually going to challenge your core as well and that crossbody stability. Hold down, and it also really, really makes this one shake. Hold. You think about how much stability you use on a bike like that, so it's so important. If you're a bit weak on the crossbody, diagonal stability, it's going to affect everything that you do on the bike. And that's when our back starts working too hard. You know, those smaller muscles start to strain. But if we get our smaller muscles strong first, then we're ready. Okay. So 10 to 15 on each side again. I find this really hard. Okay, so if a strength trainer, CrossFitter finds this hard, then you guys should too. Okay, so what I find is most people do this. You don't really get too much out of it. It's not really about this arm, it's about the supporting side and what the rest of your body is doing. Okay. All right, and then a bit of core. So our boat position. Okay, so just come into this position, shoulders off the floor, legs straight out, squeeze, 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 and just hold. Looks easy. Let's see how long you can hold it. If you feel like your lower back is taking a bit of strain, just bring the one knee in, or bring both knee in, so that you get more of a more support around the lower core. Good. And rest. Okay. Excuse me. You guys can do 3 sets of that, and then we're going to do Superman hold to engage all down the back of the body. So for this one, I really want you to focus on having a neutral neck, like that, shoulders back and down, but with the legs. Okay, squeeze your bum, straighten the legs as hard as possible. Really, really try and lengthen like a gymnast, point the toes. That way you get some hamstring activation. If they're a little bent like this, you don't really get that hamstring activation. So I really want you to teach that whole chain down your body to work together. Also with your tummy, try and bring your belly button towards the spine, and that way you start engaging the lower tummy as well. It probably won't come off the floor, but if you imagine trying to get the tummy off the floor, okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so just hold that long position. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Squeeze the bum. Tummy off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can really start to feel the body working together on this one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so really, really good activation, and obviously with our boat workout as well. Really, really cool one. Okay, so we've got 2 more things. Side plank twists and side plank variations that I really want you guys to keep working on, even though if they're not that fun. Okay, so elbow down, feet together, starting position, hand on the underside here. Get that there first, twist under, bring it back, keep the hips nice and high. What happens is we twist and then they'll come back there. Keep them high, open the arm, bring the hand back down, twist, in, open. Okay, that's it. It looks like this is for just the lower core and hips, but it's actually your shoulder stabilizers are working hell of a hard there as well. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the other side setup. Make sure your elbow is in line with your hips, in line with your ankles. Nice. Same that side. You'll feel one side stronger than the other. Next one we're going to do, actually we'll do 2 more. So we'll do knee coming into the body. Mo Farah uses this exercise for his side stability. I mean, so some magazine says that anyway. Okay, so onto this side again. Drop the hip, and as you touch the floor, bring the knee in and then shoot up. Control, shoot up. Control, shoot up. So just touching that on the floor. Nice. Okay, really good. So 10 of those each side. What I'm looking for there is quality. So if you feel like you want to do 8 or 6 and then it starts to burn out, that's fine. So just go for quality and stick to that number. If 9 and 10 are all over the place, don't even worry about it. Okay. Last one is for adductor as well. So obviously you're doing both sides. I'm just doing one because I'm tired. Take the weight onto the top leg this time. Cross the other leg in front. Again, hips forwards, nice and high. And that knee comes in to the body. Okay, so try and keep that height. Again, if you need to break it up into 5 and 5, that is totally fine. Nice and high. That leg crosses over, straighten up the body, push the hips forwards. We're looking for a straight line down there. That knee comes up. Ooh, this side is weak. Again, shoulder is working really hard. Knee coming in. Keep that hip nice and high. Clearly Liz needs to do some of these bad boys. Okay, cool. So then just at the end you can do a little bit of stretching. Excuse me. Knee in, knee in. Okay, so hopefully you got through all of that. This video takes 14 minutes, so if you do 3 sets of that, hopefully this should be a good half hour of work for you. I think you've done some of them before. Arm across and reach. I think that's a good stash of exercises. So if you're ever stuck on the road, keep this link. And I hope you guys have been doing some stretching before you're riding. So remember this one for your shoulders. Always good for in between the rides. Legs wide, reach forwards. I usually get a good old click down the upper back there after doing some gymnastics or something. It really releases, so that's really, really cool. And then don't be afraid to just do some child pose, really, really nice for the groin, glutes, lower back, shoulders, feet together, knees out, press the floor away. head down and just really, really use your fingertips, lengthen into the floor. So good. And if you want to get a bit of lat, just take it over to the side. Really nice. Also stretching releases endorphins. I mean serotonin. One of those kind of hormones that makes you feel nice. Brilliant, guys. And last stretch I really like that works super well for your legs. Okay, so you're there, and then you just come up, press hip forward, so you get this hip flexor activation stretch. Flip them over, down, flip over, down, flip over, and just keep going like that. You'll feel how your mobility will get better as you go, and you'll get a different kind of stretching feeling each time. Also activating your hips, so we're getting an activation here and a stretch here. Okay, so really, really good library of info for you there. Hope you enjoy the view of my towel. Sorry. See you soon.